So on this call, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you how we conduct a sales closing call and how we close over 80% of the time. So that means if I have 10 calls, I close at least 8 of them. And it's been unbelievable. We have a clear process. We have a clear strategy. We have a clear way of conducting the calls. So I'm going to share that with you. It's a 10-step process, more or less. I'm going to share the steps with you. So if you want to conduct sales calls that way and find out if you increase the conversion, let us know. I'll be glad to hear. That's the best thing you can do for me, because I would love to hear from you. Say what's working, what's not working. If that works for your industry, talk about your niche, just mention, and we can probably have a call. I can see what you're doing wrong, and maybe I can even help you. So let's get straight into it. First is finding out why they came for the call. So this is kind of qualifying the client. So they booked a call. We ask a few questions on the call, on the Calendly link. So when they book, there are some certain questions that we ask. But when they come on the call, they are spending their time. They came on time. They set a time to spend with me. So that means they have something that they need. So I need to find out what it is. The sooner I find out, the better. So why are you here? What brings you here? You can ask in different ways. So that's the question. Why are you here? To qualify. They will say, oh, I'm having problems with the lead generation. I'm getting no attention, or I'm struggling with the content, because it's a marketing company that we have. So I'm going to share my experience and how we maintain calls. So you can take whatever you can from this call. Let's get straight into number 2. The second point we have is get clarity. You need to get clarity. You need to show some interest in the client, and you need to find out if they have a proper offer and the pricing. So this is where I spend most of my time. So on a call, about 40 to 50% of the duration of the call I spend on this, and this is where I listen. So this is very important. The more you listen and the more you show interest, the more they're gonna convert. So that's a very, very important thing on a sales call. So what I do is I ask about what do they have. So what is their business? What are they selling? And then I ask about their dream clients. Who is your ideal client? Where do they live? The demographics, age, and things like that. And then I go to the offer. What do you have to offer? So what are the price ranges? This is to get clarity on if we can sell it as well. So it's not just trying to find out, okay, whatever he's selling for whatever amount, I'm gonna try and sell it. No, it doesn't work like that. We need to find out if we can do the selling part or the marketing part, if it's ethical. All these matter. I have said no to clients where they came and said, okay, they don't have clarity, they don't know what they're doing, and it sounds dodgy. It's like, oh, this is a trading platform and I trade. They have to just register on the trading platform and I do the trading for them. They have to put a minimum amount of $2,000 or this and that. And now I know it's a big scam, right? So all these things I avoid. So I'm like, okay, I listen to them and I say, we don't do this kind of stuff, because I might get into trouble marketing and I don't want any kind of trouble like that. So that's what I do. The second part is what. So this is very important. The second part, even though it's getting the clarity, you have to make sure you ask about the business, you ask about the ideal client, you ask about any offer stacks if they have. You ask about the offer, the pricing. So you need to get a clear idea. Why we get that is because we need to see if we can find that kind of clients and if the price range is relevant? Is it good? And also if we know about the business, if there is something very complicated, then we will say no as well. So these are things that we consider. The second and third are to do with the client. So you ask the questions about their business, their offer, and their price points, and their ideal clients. And you go to the pain points as well. So the ideal clients is like the third point, and ideal clients, I dig deeper about their demographics. I go deep into it, and I ask for the one ideal client, and also I ask about the pain points. This is where I find out, okay, these real pain points. Will they pay for these real pain points? So when I get that information, I know, okay, this is where we are. We got a business, we got an offer, we got the clarity. Now we have an ideal client that we can approach, and we have some pain points that we can deal with. So that's where we are at the moment. So it's 4 steps done. Now I come to the 5th step, which is presenting what I got. So this is important because what I need. So all these questions lead to me understanding the client. Now I create a scenario where I have these kind of services. How did the features of my services help this person particularly? So when I talk to him, what brings you here? If the answer was lead generation, or if the answer was I am struggling to find clients, or reach, or the algorithms, or anything like that, I make notes on that, and I try to make a link between what I have and what they want. So this is how you close. This is the way to give them what they need, rather than talking about what you have and trying to close. So there is a big difference between that. So you have to focus, you have to listen, and you have to focus on what they need. So that's what I do in the 5th stage, which is talk about my business, or what I do, the services basically. So if I've got 3 packages at the moment, the ultimate package, the platinum package, and the gold package. So I explain to them, okay, this is the ultimate package, but according to what you said, I think for you it suits more to go with the platinum package, because maybe he said, I'm struggling with money at the moment, so I can't afford to pay a lot, blah blah blah. So you have to keep all this in mind, you have to write them down, and you have to match it so with what you have. So you're recommending, rather than saying, why not pay 5,000 and go with the ultimate package. Then they'll be like, no, this guy, I told him that I don't have money, I can't afford to pay a lot, and this guy still says go with the 5,000 a month package. It doesn't make sense. So then you lose the trust. So that's why it's very important to listen to the client really clearly well, and then make a decision. You suggest to the client on client's behalf. Not, okay, this is my business, you pay, just pay the maximum. No. So you need to come up with a solution. So you come up, platinum, maybe even not platinum, gold. Okay, gold is the lowest package we have. I see that you're struggling, but you still need to get the leads. You need to generate some revenue. You're struggling with finding clients, but why not start with the lowest package, and slowly when you start getting clients, you upgrade. So what I'm trying to do is I'm taking them through after the close. I'm assuming the close, but I'm taking through after the close, saying when you start getting leads, when you grow your business, when you generate more revenue, then you upgrade to the package. And they're like, okay, yes, I can see that they're visualizing the growth, they're visualizing the engagements, and the revenue increase. So that's what you need to be doing. So once you get to that stage, you explain everything. This is what we have. These are the packages. This is what it suits you. And then you don't ask, would you like to go ahead? You don't ask, what do you think? You don't ask, would you like to buy? That's not how you do it. You assume the close. Because they came to you, they needed this. So, and you suggest, okay, this is what I think suits you. But apart from that, do you have any questions? So that's the next step. I start asking questions. And then sometimes they're like, oh, I have this concern. I need to think about these sort of things. You have to dig deeper and ask, okay, what do you need to think about these things? Okay, what are the questions? What are the concerns? Let's talk about them now. So you bring the concerns, but make sure you try to pull whatever objections they have in advance and you tackle them on the call. It's not like, oh, you wait expecting them to not have any objections. That's not going to happen. So when you ask questions with clarity, you are getting information. Okay, this guy is struggling with money. This guy is struggling with this. He's not struggling with money, but he's struggling with the time. He doesn't have the time. He's busy. So now it's a point. Oh, he's busy. So we can give more services. He has the time. He doesn't have the time. He has the money. Right? Now we can give more services, we can increase the package, we can put more effort and get him to purchase the done for you service rather than do it with him. Do you understand? So that's what we do. So we understand and we try to convince this is what suits him, and we go with that, and most of the time they agree. If they have any objections that you didn't catch up, then you ask, okay, they'll be like, oh, I need to think about it, maybe I need to speak to my wife, I need to ask my husband. These kind of stuff will come up, but you have to be ready. So these kind of stuff are objections. I'll do some videos about objections, different objections. There's so many objections. It's not really so many, it's about 10 of them, but there are variations of those 10. If you get answers, or if you come up with how to overcome objections or closing techniques to do with these objections, then you can close anyone. So it's not like you are proving in a prudent manner that this makes sense, what they're doing makes sense. It's not like you are trying to trick them into it. What you're doing is, yes, they're saying, oh, I don't have the time, I'm really busy, so I need to maybe wait for 2 months. So what you do is you are, okay, this is why you need to do it, because you have been waiting, you never had time to do it. So if you start now, in 2 months, you'll have something. So you are taking the objection and converting by using the objection. If they say you don't have money, you don't have money because you don't have leads. If you had leads, you'll have business, then you'll have money, then you'll be able to afford it. So it's converting that into a sale. So that's what you'll be doing. So that's where you convert them. Now you'll be like, okay, next step is you sorted, and you still ask, oh, do you have any concern, any other concerns, questions? Then you say, okay, how do you like to pay? When do you like to start? These are the questions you ask. So how do you like to pay? Where do I send the link? So these are good questions. Or when do you want me to start? Do we start tomorrow or next week? Do you want to start today or next week? But if they say next week, you still register them today. So that's the key. It's not like, okay, you pay now and then we'll get started next Monday. Also on the call, when you are number 5, when I'm presenting, I say, oh, these are the things that are included, but if you make a decision today, I have included this and that. Oh, these bonuses should have some connection with the struggles they have or why they came. So then they are more important. They're going for because of the bonuses. So you're like, okay, this is very important to me, so I will have to make a decision today. So that's what you need to be doing. Now you get them to pay. So you send the link to pay, and then you wait. You don't say anything. Where do you want me to send the link? And then you send it, and then just keep quiet. You don't have to say anything. You brought the price points anyway when you spoke about your packages. So that's what you do. And if they have any more objections, you deal with them. Like I said, you need to train yourself by practicing for different objections, and then you can overcome these objections. It's not like, okay, there might be one-off situations, maybe 1 in 5, maybe 1 in 10 situations where they just came to speak with you and get some information but not purchase anything. They can't really afford it. There are situations like that. When that kind of client comes on, you don't assume that client's not gonna become a client one day. You have to assume that you have to do a really good sales call. You have to perform really well in order to get this client one day. So you say, okay, now it's tight, I understand. So maybe in 6 months, what do you say? We'll have another call, and then book the call for the 6 months time, or in a month's time, in 2 months time. So just book the call straight away. You don't have to wait. You say, okay, would the 1st of January or the first week of January suit you? What time? And then just, okay, I've booked it now so that we don't forget. We'll have another call and we'll do it then. So you are saying that we are going to do it then. So it's going to be a close. It's not going to be a waste. So that's how you do it. And once they pay, now you summarize what you said. It's giving them confidence. You thank them. Okay, you made a good decision. Now let me summarize what we are offering you. So when you summarize, it gives them a lot of more confidence. And also what happens, what we do is we offer something on top of that. It's like a cherry on top. What we do is we try to over deliver. And if a client gets the feeling as soon as they pay, they made the right decision, then it's going to help you. So that's what we do. We'll be like, okay, I take, if the client purchases the gold package, I include something, a feature that he or she needs, obviously, not something, oh, they're not going to need it, I'm going to just chuck it in. No, I'm going to take something that they need from the platinum package. Or sometimes I ask, oh, do you think you are going to miss something from the platinum package because you went with the gold? And then they might say, yes, I want to have the private WhatsApp group where I can communicate 24/7 with you and your team. Then I'll be like, okay, I'll include you in a WhatsApp. That's in a private WhatsApp group, so you can communicate, you can ask questions, you can be in touch with us all the time. So that's fine. I will include that in your package free of charge. So these gives them a lot of confidence and a lot of faith on you. That's what we do. And once I summarize, I then go to the 9th step, which is what are the next steps? This is also important. You don't just get them to buy and then they say thank you and okay, we'll get in touch with you. That's not good. So what I do is, okay, so we have done this. This is the summary. This is what you're going to be getting. And the next step is we're going to have a call with my team and we're going to have a plan how to move forward. So the next call, when are you available? And then I book the call with them straight away. So they know, okay, this is when I need to come. And then I say, okay, on that day, we're going to get access to your platforms. So be ready. These are the things that you need to have ready and join the call. And then we'll go from there. We'll discuss anything that you have within the next 3 days or 2 days on that day, and then we'll get them sorted. If you have anything before that, you can WhatsApp. You can send a message on the WhatsApp group, and then you can get clarity on there. And then I share my number with the client for the platinum package and the ultimate package. But with the gold package, sometimes I give them the email address. Sometimes I even share my number or my manager's number so that they have someone to contact if they have any questions. Finally, the 10th and the last one is you have to send them in a happy mood. So it's like sometimes I do ask, okay, this is a good sales strategy just before you close as well, and as well as after you close. When they're happy, you can say, oh, do you know anyone else that might need our services? You don't have to wait to provide all the services to get them to refer. You can ask the same time, do you know anyone? So, or it's better to ask, who do you know, rather than do you know anyone? Then they might say no, right? So you say, oh, who do you know that might need our services? That's even better if you do it before you give the prices, so that they might think, okay, if I refer a couple of people, I might get a better price. So that's also a technique that you can use. these are techniques that's going to help you and your business, and also the client and their business as well. I'm not giving any technique to squeeze money from a client. It's just that you need to get these kind of referrals. That's how you grow, and you shouldn't be ashamed in asking questions like that or asking for a referral. It's fine. And maybe you say, okay, if you refer me a couple of people, I can probably give you a better price, and do give a better price. Give them a good price, as well as give the people who they're referring to a good price. What I do is I say, okay, if you refer someone, what I will do is I'll give you a couple of weeks free trial, and I will give them a couple of weeks free trial as well. So instead of them having to pay straight away, they'll be like, wow, I'm getting free 2 weeks free services if I refer someone. So these are things that you can do. That's what we do, and send them on a high, like I said, in a happy mood. I always say, thank you, you've done a great it's a good decision, and we will do our best to help you get to this. So when you say this, you need to make sure you talk about why they came. So if they said, okay, I want to get to 50k, then you say, okay, we will do our best to make you go to 50k per month. If they said, I want to generate 10 leads per month or 20 leads per month, we will do our best to generate you 20 leads per month. So they know, okay, this is what I said. They've been listening, and they are going to do their best. So it's the key is to build the trust. So how you build the trust is by listening and making notes and making sure you repeat what they said, because then they're like, oh, this guy is listening, and show genuine interest, and only try to sell if you can serve them. Otherwise, you're going to get bad reviews, and that's going to hurt your business even more. So this is what we do. I will share some examples if I can. So if you like this video, if you learn something from this video, please like the video and share with your friends, and let me know. Comment below saying what you used from this, or what you are using, maybe something that you're using that will help me improve as well. I like to learn as well. So yes, please share and let us know how you found this. Thank you very much.